Hello friends, in last video we have discussed constructors in C++. If you have not seen the video yet, the link is provided above. Now the topic is destructor in C++. Starting with what is destructor. Destructor is a member function which destructs or deletes an object. That means it frees the memory for an object. It works just opposite to constructor. Unlike constructors that are used for initializing an object, destructors destroy the object. Now, when is destructor called? A destructor function is called automatically, same as that of your constructors, when the object goes out of the scope. Now, out of the scope means that if the function ends, if the program ends, or a block containing local variable ends, or a delete operator is called, then the destructor will automatically be invoked. Now the features of destructor. It has same name as that of class, but it is preceded by a tilde sign like this. Next is it does not take any parameter and has no return type. Third, there can be only one destructor in a class. And fourth, if we don't specify a destructor, then C++ compiler generates a default destructor for the program. The default destructor works fine unless we have dynamically allocated memory or pointer in the class. When a class contains a pointer to memory allocated in class, we should write a destructor to release memory before the class instance is destroyed. Now, the syntax of destructor. So we will put this tilde sign here before the name of your destructor, and the name of destructor will be same as that of the class name, and then the body of destructor. Now this is the example for destructor. Here we have created a class named A. Then in public we have created a constructor which is printing constructor called. Now this is the destructor created. See, the tilde sign has been used and the name of destructor is same that of class, that is A. And in this we are just printing destructor called. Here the class ends. Now in the main function, I have created a object obj1 for class A. Then x variable has been taken whose value is 1, which has been used for if condition to make the condition true. And inside if, you can see that another object obj2 has been created of the class A. Now when the object is created, the constructor of that class is called. The object reference is destroyed when its scopes end, which we have already discussed. So which is generally after the closing curly brackets for the code block in which it has been created. Now the object obj2 will be destroyed when the if block will end because it was created inside the if block, and the object obj1 will be destroyed when the main function end because it was created in the main. Now let us see the output. Again, starting from the main function, when the object obj1 was created, it will call the constructor, hence it will be printing constructor called. Now next, when object obj2 was created, again the constructor was called and then constructor called is printed. Now when we will come to this particular statement, that is braces closed for the if statement, the destructor for obj2 will be called and thus printing destructor called. Then this statement of the main function will be executed, which is the end of the main function. Therefore the object obj1 will be destroyed, hence calling destructor called. If you like the content, do hit the like button and subscribe the channel. If you have any query or suggestion, then please write us on techtalkwithneha@gmail.com, and you can also follow us on Instagram. Thank you.